we're going to do vertically. For me, I feel like these are harder to do than the horizontal ones. I make a lot of these, but they are a little more difficult. So I think we're going to go ahead and do white. I'll make sure I stay in the camera's view. Turning that lamp helps any. I don't know if I'm helping or hindering. Okay, so with making it vertically, making our heart vertically, we need a cone shape. I usually get my glass on there. Come back. I'm going to build up the right end more. Almost looks like a tornado. Set that to the side, but I'm gonna bring it back. So I'm looking to see flat marver. Works great, or the back of a bead roller. Let me clean that off real quick. Had some goldstone. I love to use goldstone. And then I'm just going to roll it on the edge because I want to get a nice tapered effect. Let's see. I'm going to come and heat up that top, and I want to get it as flat as I can up at the top, because we're going to smush it and then we're going to add sides. Just get a little more shape, see if we can get it. The more you get it straight or even the first time, the easier it is for the rest of the bead. Get that very warm, and then we mash it like this. I always come back, I'll show you, and smush in my sides. Now we're going to come back, changing hands. We heat up our white. That happens. I kind of wasn't paying attention. We're having flurries, snow flurries outside, and I was busy looking outside, to be honest. Now I'm going to come and I'm heating up this edge. And what I'm going to do is I want it to be warm enough to accept that glass. and I am building up edges. So it's like little shoulders. Kind of makes the puffy heart. Yes, puffier. And you want to keep the whole thing heated up. Like the bottom. Because you don't want it to crack after you put all this work into it. So this is the shape I have. See if y'all can see that. So I'm heating it up. I'm gonna smash it down. So you can see we're getting a V shape. Like I said, I feel like this is a more advanced heart. This one's not real easy to do. I have my mandrel a little more warm than what I want it to be. So we're going to heat this heart up. And we're going to use gravity to help us pull those edges. Because we still want to have a nice hole. We don't want sharp edges. I have to tell you, that's one of the things that you can tell a beginning bead maker to a more advanced bead maker is puckered ends. You want your ends to be as neat as possible. You don't want any sharp edges and jagged edges. You want it to be as smooth as possible. So we're just working that glass in, and all I'm doing is pushing down and dragging against my marver. And you can do that with a handheld marver as well. Just drag it across. And that's just smoothing it out. The smoother surface you have to apply any of your decoration, the better. It makes life a whole lot easier. So I'm just smoothing it down. Got a little weird Mickey Mouse ears going on that side, but I'm going to fix it. Because gravity is my friend. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to heat up this edge right here. So heat, heat, heat. And I'm going to let gravity pull it down. Sometimes I'll tap it down too. So I've got a pretty cute little heart going on. And now I'm going to work on this one. Letting gravity pull it down. So I'm happy with that shape. I think it's cute. I'm going to go ahead push it down a little, just to even it out. Make sure everything's... A rule of thumb is you like your edges, get up something, you would like this here and that there to equal the amount of your Marver. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I think that I'll go ahead and outline it. I'll show you all that, and then we'll put some roses in it. So I'm heating it up. I'm heating the bottom up. Trying to keep my hands out of the way so you can see. And then I'm going to come underneath. And heat the back. White is not a fun base to do because it gets soupy. Okay, I think I'll go ahead and do the other side too. The more you play with your stringer, the easier it gets. Practice, practice, practice. I'm not close to being happy with all my stringer work. I have lots of practice to do, but I enjoy stringer work. Okay. Biggest thing is you want your base bead to be the one moving, and it's really hard to do because we're used to drawing with our pencil or pen, so it's hard to let our stringer do the work because we want to help it. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I use these a lot, and I'm having a hard time because I don't want to use it in the video because I don't want you to not be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to hold it. This is probably the most comfortable way for me to hold the bead while I'm doing this. So I'm just going to put some hearts, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just swirl it around. Not hearts, I'm sorry, I'm doing flowers, y'all. So I'm in the edge of the flame. There we go. Okay, I'm going to do 3 of them on each side. So I touch it on there. I'm in the side of that flame. Touch it down. And if you see something that you don't like and you want to move it over, you can do that too. See how that's over there? I'm going to just scooch it over there. So you can see that. And my Rubino got a little burnt. That's the gold in it because it's a little shiny there too. So I'm keeping the back heated up because we don't want any cracked beads. Staying in the sides. Okay. We'll go ahead and put some on the back too. And if you feel like it's getting too hot, scoot over. Scooch out of the flame. I'm going to grab another pink. I kind of got my stringer a little bit longer than what I'm used to working with, but it's fine. You'll get to a point where you're used to how long you're working with it. I always tap that end down. both sides. Now leaves, pretty easy. It's basically just a ball and wipe it down. And we'll put some leaves on the other side. If you push down on the leaf, you get kind of a dip in it, like a natural leaf has its veins. Then we want to make sure it's all heated evenly. I want to show you. I think you can see. It's got nice puckered inside. Make sure its bottom is not too thin. But here's our cute little roses. Well, thank y'all, and we'll be so excited to see what y'all make.